Ryan Adams. Jason Silamaka diving underneath. He knew he was well touched there.
That's a great phase of play from both teams. Great attacking play and strong defence. Australia now know they've got to go forward. They've got to get off their line as they drive. The wrap release, no. McDonald holds it and drives in underneath again.
No. Once again, there's just that little inattention to the basics. They turn the ball over. You know, that's just, they can't afford it. This level, you can't afford to do that. It's easy yards by the New Zealand side there.
Yep, young Brent Mathers. He's had a good game in patches, but he's done some dumb things as well.
Just maybe showing a little bit of his inexperience at this level sometimes, because the pressure's really on these players, and you know, he's been very strong in attack, but as you say, you know, there's just the odd little thing.
He'll be far better for the run. Ward's
and there's an Australian on the ground there.
Here again on that very slippery patch, just on the edge of the square. The Australian defence really covered up for their captain there as he slipped over.
New Zealanders will put the Aussie defence to the test here. Bounce out play, long ball, back in the middle, just swinging it back the other way.
Good defence there from Jamie Stowe out wide.
Jamie Stowe sent out as a fly there to cut that attack down. Stopped it in mid-tracks, and once again the New Zealand back out here on the just dropping inside the 5, looking for some second play. Second phase play.
Jason Stan, very important touch there.
Yeah, Nazir Silbury just getting the ball down, but he was touched, and there wasn't much in that either. Once again, one of those really close 50-50 calls.
Again, the basics, letting Australia down. We saw earlier this happen in New Zealand, and it cost them on the scoreboard. Will it do the same for Australia?
I think we said that before, didn't we? You know, sometimes those little things like that can be the point where the game turns often, and New Zealand should take full advantage of that.
In real terms, we're into Australia's 18th set of touches here.
That's right, and we've got about 4 minutes to go on the clock, and New Zealand really need to think about, they've got to score here.
Oh, unlucky there.
Late pass, touch and pass. This is late pass, as you call it, Dean, and that was once again one of those 50-50 calls.
Game's really on the line here, isn't it?
Yeah,
New Zealand need to score. Australia need to muscle up defensively.
Well, the Australian defence has certainly been put to the test here by New Zealand, and I think New Zealand just need to, maybe they're just a little bit one-dimensional in their attack at the moment. Maybe they need to try something different, because here's the Australians are keeping a nice straight line. They're all coming out, they're talking to each other. Not too many gaps in there for New Zealand to exploit, and they're just probably too far out now. Here they go, there's George Rogers.
Oh,
that was a try for all money. Luke Logoparty only had to catch that ball. The pass was maybe a little bit high.
That could have been the game right there and then. You must take those opportunities when they present themselves, especially in test match football.
Here's the replay. Luke Logoparty just splits very wide from George Rogers, and he was in the hole.
The Australians on a big drive now. They're deep into the New Zealand territory on the last. Young Chris Farrow.
Once again, you know, they're just a lazy play, and the Australians don't need to do that at the moment.
Again, inexperience. Young kid on his first tour certainly got the ability.
And referee Lucas, no, you just were in the way there. You're obstructing the player. Penalty, so New Zealand pick up an easy 10. Once again, they're back into the Australian red zone. I think they've got to set their attacks up in the centre here. Can't keep setting up on the flanks like this. They've got to set themselves up in the centre, give themselves some options.
Again, this is better attack than what they were doing earlier in this second half when they went pretty flat and were just driving down the middle for that one-dimensional play.
Yeah.
They're trying to stretch the Australian defence out. So far, the defence has held up. He's got him this time.
And there's the call from referee Lucas. Yeah, that one was down. So New Zealand get it back to level pegging, and this is exactly what they wanted. They were rewarded for that concerted period of attack there, Dean. And really, at the end of the day, when you get that amount of possession, you really have to score to come away with something, don't you?
Exactly. You'll see it here as the New Zealanders they come into the line. That's the man they want to take on, Jason Stanton. They've got him cold, a little step fake out, and straight underneath the diving.
And Jason was caught really flat-footed there. He wasn't going anywhere, was he? He was standing upright. 5-all we have on the scoreboard, and not too long to go in this game.
Australia now, they're on the attack. We might be going for another drop-off.
I don't think my heart can stand it, Dean. There's been too many of them in this series. And that was a forward pass. That was about a metre forward.
Yeah, good decision that time from the referees. That was the pet play of Australia. That got them to the drop-off last night. They were dead and buried with 10 seconds to go, and that was the play that won them the test last night.
Just unfortunate that ball was forward there, because he didn't need to throw it forward either. Here we go, New Zealand driving hard, picking up some good metres. George Rogers just slipping over on that area again, and gee, that's had a part to play in all these games, hasn't it?
Yes, it certainly has, and it's unfortunate that Cricket Square has had to come into it. Like I said, it's a great venue here.
I think that because that earth's compressed so, packed so tightly, and the grass is very short, it's just hard to get a purchase.
Yeah, there's no give under the ground, and it's like an ice rink out there. McDonald's got him, he's gone wide.
Yeah, nice step by McDonald.
Oh, they could have stretched. Is it?
Oh, there we go. New Zealand get the ball back.
Opportunity there for Australia. That could have put the ice on the game.
And you can just see the tempo of the game just gone up markedly now. Both sides think, well, we don't want to play a drop-off. We just want to win this thing by one will do.
Exactly. Both teams playing for pride. New Zealand, they want to get a test on the board, and the Australians want to make it a 3-zip win.
New Zealand still with touches in hand. They have an opportunity to attack.
Well read defensively.
Yeah, well read by the defence. They just got right out in their faces. No chance for that player to catch the ball. And there goes a whistle for full time.
You better get your heart pills out.
Yep. For those of you people who haven't watched touches at this level before, at international level, when both sides are tied at the end of the game, what happens is they go into what's called a drop-off. And what that means is that the hoot is gone now. They'll have a minute to have a bit of a huddle. Then both teams start again with one player dropped off either side. And every minute the hoot will go again, and one player drops off either side, and they can get down to about 3 a side. And obviously they can just sub as often as they want. And then once that happens, it really starts to get nail-biting time, doesn't it, Dean?
Oh, it's scary. It is scary out in the field.
There we go. Both sides back on now after their minute. They've got 5 on.
Interesting lineup for the Australians. They've gone with their defensive lineup with the 2 McDonald boys, Sonder, Sugar, and that's Jamie Stowe out wide, a real speedster.
Yeah, of course, one of the things the both sides will have worked out before this game is if we go to a drop-off, who are the players I'm going to put on, and they'll have that well worked out by now. They'll probably practiced it.
Well, trouble.
There we go. There's a long pass by Chris Wall. He's picked up number 5, Kenny Puea in the corner, and that's what New Zealand wanted. Now there go one up. Australia have one more set of 6 to get back and pull the lead back again.
Well, Australia's got to wrap it up in their hat. They need to pull it out right now.
They do. This is the last throw of the dice for Australia now. They've got one set of 6.
See how they set it up. It's Sonder pushing wide.
Here we go. It's high drama here at Westpac Trust Stadium. The Australians are pretty
they've got the long numbers. They've got the long ball there.
The touch made in the dive. Number 4, Gavin Sugar just diving underneath there. Maybe he could have released that ball.
Yeah, I thought they made the wrong choice. I thought the long pass to Gary Sonder out wide was on.
Oh, there we go. That's the end of the game. New Zealand have won. New Zealand play for pride, and they come away with a win over Australia. Exactly what they wanted to see happen. Final score, New Zealand 6, Australia 5.
Deserved victory there for the Kiwis. They played very well throughout this whole series, Gary. Very impressed with the way they've prepared. And that was just a great series in the Trans-Tasman.
Oh, absolutely been given.
Scored 36.